back to Startropics 3, The Grand Adventure. Last time I talked about, well, Chapter 1. And if you guys haven't seen Chapter 1, I recommend that you do. But you have seen Chapter 1, or Episode 1. So I keep getting those confused. Because Startropics 1 and 2 had chapters, but this one trying to be a movie, not a movie, cartoon series. So it says episode. But either way, they're still the same thing. If you don't know what happened, if you want me to give you a recap, since this is what Mike will do sometimes, this is what will happen. If you play the game, right, and you got done with prologue, you put the game down, got done with the entirety of the episode 1, you put the game down, you do something, then you come back to it, then episode 2 starts with a recap of what happened in episode 1, with Mike narrating what happened. There's not gonna be a next episode preview. That's not gonna be parody because that's really spoilery. So how about you do a recap for people who exit out the game? If you're playing episode 1 to episode 2, there's not gonna be a recap. There's only a recap if you exit the game, then you come back to it. That's the only time there's gonna be a recap. So Mike pretty much tells you what happens in episode 1. Then episode 2 begins with the episode 2 title card, and that's it. So, you know the drill. I would just be reading here, but look at the camera too. So, let's go. Mike, if you guys remember, Mike now knows that his uncle is gone. Let's begin with episode 2, start of a new adventure. Mike Jones has been given information from Babu and Chief Korokoa. They were friends of Uncle Jones, or Dr. Steve, if you want to say that. So, they told Mike that hours ago Dr. J disappeared and they don't know where he had gone to. However, they think that he is somewhere in the dungeon upgrading the sub-C. The sub-C is probably Mike's answer to Samus' spaceship from Metroid. It's a submarine. That's why it's called a sub-C. The C is pretty much because it came from Sea Island. So, that's where they think he's at. But they honestly don't know. They're still concerned. Before we go to the dungeon, Chief Korokoa gives Mike his star. His star is his yo-yo. But since yo-yo has been trademarked by someone, they can't use yo-yo in the actual game. So they call it a star. And the reason why they call it a star as well is because the upgrade to the yo-yo is called a shooting star, then the supernova. So once they heard that it's now copyrighted, when they're going to re-release Startropics on the Wii and the Wii U, they decided, just call it a star. It would make sense, from a star to a shooting star. So Mike's yo-yo is called Star. Just want to let you know before it gets upgraded to a shooting star. And also recommends that he take his baseball bat with him. Also, the shaman, who was from the first game, gives you the power to summon her on spaces that lets you save, and she lets you to the dungeon. So pretty much there's a part, let's say she would come to parts where you want to save your game. You can't save your game like this, but there'd be an area where you can save your game. And she would come in, your game has been saved, stuff like that. She will also probably reference the line from the first game, refrain from turning off your console now, because we're saving it. So she probably say that. The dungeon from the first game. It's a 3D remake of Sea Island's dungeon from the first game, with all the secrets returning, and it teaches you how to play the game, for real. This is how the action is going to be. You fight some enemies with your yo-yo and your bat. Your bat is pretty much your sword. It doesn't break. It's really good, but it starts off weak. Let's say if you're trying to kill a rat, it only hit it. Well, then again, that is a rat. But if it's a snake coming up to Mike, it won't one-shot it. It'll probably take 2 hits. That's why people use a star more. But now you got 2 mandatory weapons. Your yo-yo, I'm gonna say yo-yo to everybody, and your bat. That's pretty much what happens. After you get through the dungeon, you then hear some type of gnawing sound as you get closer to the end. Then you see the sea serpent, but now it's a ghost and you fight the first boss of the game. The sea serpent is from the first game, and it's the first boss of the game. So pretty much I'm trying to make it like Wispy Woods from Kirby, how you always fight the first thing, like the first boss always returns for the next game. But this time it's a ghost, because first game was alive. The second game, he was a skeleton. Now I'm making him a ghost. So it's like Mike's like, I just killed you 2 times before in the first 2 games. It's the same from the last time you fought it, and goes, you know, it dies once you beat it. You then find the Sub-Sea and Navcom. Navcom is Mike's little sidekick. He was like Rob. He is Rob. Like the purple Rob. He pretty much tell Navcom is pretty much navigation. That's what he is. He happily meets Mike and tells him that he has been blocked off from going out of the dungeon due to the sea serpent blocking him. Navcom introduces his little brother, Recom, who can replay chapters if you wanted to. So pretty much he will help you, like if you want to replay an episode, he's pretty much that. That's also a reference to how DVD means when you want to play an episode for a bit and then you exit. That's pretty much what Recom is. Recom is more energetic since he is younger than Navcom. So Dr. J built him as well. So Mike goes into Sub-Sea 2 to just relax and think for a second before Navcom tells him what happened to Dr. J. He was abducted by Zoda again due to him protecting and hiding the Argonians from him, which he trapped into 4 magic cubes and spread them across Sea Island. Luckily, Dr. J installed tracking devices to the cubes before Zoda spread them away across the whatever there was. I wasn't really clear about this. So that Navcom can track a cube signal. Without the cubes together, they won't pick up Steve's signal in his shoes. Mike then decides that it's time for a new adventure, gather up the 4 cubes to defeat Zoda, and rescue the Argonians, since if you put them together, they be resurrected, kind of like the end of the first game. They set sail off on the new adventure and leave Sea Island, as everybody prays for their adventure. So that's episode 2. It's pretty much chapter 1 from Startropics 1, where we gotta start up again, like telling you all this stuff. We introduce you to what the game will be like, but it's 3D this time. It's a remake, and you get a catchy remake of the dungeon theme from Startropics 1, and it gives you some exposition about how the Argonians somehow return, and they're now Dr. J had to Zoda put them in 4 magic cubes and spread them across the world. We don't know why, but all we know that he doesn't want them, you know, be resurrected for some reason, but we don't know. So Mike is now off on his new adventure, ready to kick Zoda again till he gets to that point, which will be a few episodes from now. And that is episode 2, start of a new adventure. I will see you next time when we do episode 3. Thanks for watching. Take care.